Let's talk about the big bat energy. Big bat energy.
Big.
Going around in the Yankees clubhouse.
Is it big? To be determined.
Jury's out on that one.
Yes. Okay. Go ahead.
So big bat energy. In case you haven't heard, the Yankees unveiled a new bat design, and it appears to have revolutionized the game, at least for their team. And people are calling this literal bat the Torpedo bat because it kind of looks like a torpedo.
So many questions. Okay. So in their first game, using the new design, which adds more wood near the label portion of the bat, the team scored 20 runs and matched the major league record with 15 home runs in their first 3 games. You might be asking, is this legal? Why isn't everyone doing it? It is legal. The MLB requires the bats are smooth, round, and don't have diameters or lengths of more than 2.61 inches and 42 inches, respectively.
Like, you were saying all these words, but all I could think about was like, do I say this? All I could think about was like, dicks. Like, because that's just literally... Everything I've been seeing, I know it's like a serious thing. It's a revolution, perhaps, in the game of baseball.
We are so serious on this show, Blake. How dare you bring this up?
Every single week.
How dare you?
But I couldn't. Hearing you say that, all I heard was dicks. Because it just sounds so phallic.
Well, there were some lines from some articles that you called out.
Well, can I share?
Please.
So obviously this was like such a big story yesterday.
Yeah, people are freaking out.
All the outlets reporting. So I wanted to share some of my favorites from the class that just prove how phallic this story is getting or has been. The Athletic described the bats as, quote, uniquely shaped lumber. ESPN said, elongating the barrel, the fat part of the bat that generates the hardest and most contact. Like, they're definitely hamming it up on purpose, right?
They gotta be.
Okay.
You gotta know what you're doing.
Right? Okay, so Bleacher Report, I got a couple more. Bleacher Report says the weight of the wood was redistributed, quote, from the end of the bat toward the area 6 to 7 inches below its tip.
Oh, come on.
I have no words. My jaw was like, if you watch the video back, my jaw was just wide open. Somebody should have closed it up. Okay, wait, this one was actually, I think, my favorite. So there was this article where they're talking about the Milwaukee Brewers. The manager, Pat Murphy, said, my old ass will tell you this for sure. It ain't the wand. It's the magician. Like, it's not the dick. It's how you use it.
It's how you use it. Size doesn't matter. It's how you use it, you know? Pat Murphy said it best.
Yeah. So anyway, can we talk about how this bat came to be, though?
Yes, of course.
Because it does have to do with your alma mater a bit.
Of course, because Michigan's always relevant. The bats were designed by an actual physicist. So he was an MIT physicist. And people are now speculating on like how much they'll catch on. However, this man's undergraduate degree, Michigan, go blue. Sorry, we revolutionized literally everything that we do. And he also was a professor at Michigan, too. Do you think his parents and him had a long discussion when he was like, I am using all of my incredible degrees as a physicist to go into baseball? I'm going to be a baseball coach.
I think the MIT of it all is throwing me off.
Why?
As in, like... I think that's the reason why I would have to sit my kid down and be like, are you sure you want to, like, you just went to MIT.
Yeah,
are you sure you want to go into baseball?
Yeah.
But otherwise, I think it's so sick. It's like using science for real life stuff.
Yeah. It's
How often do we get to do that?
It's a man in STEM.
A literal man in STEM.
Literally.
I would be more, like, I feel like there's something to be said about how he's really honed in. He's not honed in like the baseball, literal ball. He's honed in on the bat.
Right.
And that, to me, there's something there. I feel like there's got to be some sort of complex. You know, like the Oedipus complex is one thing. There's got to be like, you know, he's searching out to...
He's compensating.
He is compensating for something.
For his lack of athleticism or lack of something else?
I was thinking lack of a certain appendage, perhaps.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, which is why he decided to specialize in creating like the best bat.
Ah, I see
the
where
best uniquely shaped lumber known to man.
I see where your head is at.
Yankees.
It's just so interesting because, like, if this bat brought so much success, then like, why isn't everyone using it? But it's like Aaron Judge isn't using it because he's had so much success using the non-torpedo bat.
Right.
So like, it's that to me is very interesting. Like, would he be better with it? Would he be worse with it?
Yeah, maybe he's like a little skeptic right now. Skeptic on the sidelines. I don't know. We'll see.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that other people will start to use it because the girls they slayed this weekend at the Yankees game.
Okay, so I'm almost answering my own question because a player, Reds shortstop Ellie De La Cruz, went 4 for 5 with 2 home runs and 7 RBIs yesterday after switching to the Torpedo bat.
So he did really well.
So yes, he had a like career game.
I see.
So it's going to be interesting to watch how many people switch to the Torpedo bat. And then also, will this make baseball more popular? It could. I think it could be bringing baseball back.
I was
Bringing
I feel
sexy
like-
back, bringing baseball back. One and the same.